Hi, I'm Daniel, and this is a washing machine. And in a few minutes, you'll find out why this washing machine is the key to you being able to attract enough private money to never worry about funding your real estate deals ever again. Private money is by far the cheapest, most flexible, easiest to qualify form of deal financing there is. So make sure you watch this short presentation until the end and be ready to take some notes because I'm going to share with you what I call my secret weapon for getting as much cheap, easy financing for your deals as you'll ever need. And before we go any further, it's really important to me that you understand what I'm getting ready to share with you is not some gimmick or loophole or $1,000 course or anything like that, but rather it's a fundamental shift in how you will approach getting money for your deals. This fundamental shift has been responsible for millions of dollars of deal funding secured from my friends with whom I've shared this mindset and my secret weapon. Here are just two emails I got recently. Bart Corey from Reno, Nevada said that I've been using Daniel's help for over 6 months now, and I gained over $600,000 of funding for my deals. These two new deals netted me over $200,000 in profits in just 3 months. Jeff Koga from LA says Daniel has changed how we run our rehab flip business. Several months ago, we used Daniel's help to fund over $5 million in real estate. Now, you may think that you've seen and heard it all when it comes to getting money for your real estate deals, especially private money, yet I can guarantee that what you are about to discover is like nothing you have ever seen before in any guru courses or anywhere else for that matter. Just a fair bit of warning, this video may not be available if you come back tomorrow. So watch this presentation now while it's still online. Okay, so first, let's very quickly break down the various financing options available to you as an investor. And if you know this stuff already, then stay with me because you'll really like what comes next. So as a residential investor, there are really three main financing options available to you these days. Number one is bank financing. And bank financing can be broken down into conventional lenders, which are, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. They typically limit investor mortgages to 10. It fluctuated between 4 and 10. I don't even pay attention anymore to what their limits are because I never use conventional lenders. They have very strict financing guidelines. They require a ton of paperwork, good credit, 20 to 30% down, background check, drug test, etc. You get the idea. It's very hard, almost impossible to qualify these days, especially for investors. Then under bank financing, the second category was what's called portfolio lenders. These are local community banks and credit unions. They're called portfolio lenders because these loans are generally kept in-house, and so they can set their own lending criteria. So typically these loans come with less restrictions, but you still have to qualify based on your income, credit, global cash flow, balance sheet. And mostly these are commercial lenders, which means loans carry short-term calls or reset, which means they're ARMs. So loans usually get called in 3, 5, 10 years. These are easier to deal with than conventional lenders, but still have a lot of downside to dealing with portfolio lenders and still very hard to qualify. Then there's hard money lenders. Hard money lenders are professional short-term money lenders. They're very expensive, usually loans under 12 months before you have to pay them off. And when I say expensive, I mean really expensive. 4 to 8 points up front, meaning 48% of your loan amount in points up front, and then they charge you 12 to 16% interest rate every year. It's very expensive money, and so you have to have a very assured exit strategy and a very juicy deal before taking on money that is this expensive. I generally stay away from hard money lenders. And then there's private money. Private money is just you borrowing money for your real estate deal from another individual. Very few regulations, very few documentation requirements, and they're typically up to the lender, the person you're borrowing money from. Terms are as flexible as you can negotiate. There's no loan to value limits, which means you can typically get 100% of your project funded if you negotiate the deal the right way and the deal is strong, etc., etc. Private money is by far the best source of financing for your fix and flip or fix and hold or just buy and hold deals there is, especially if you don't have 20% to put down and can't get bank loans. So now that you understand why private money is so important, I think you will seriously appreciate the killer method I'm about to show you for attracting it. First, I need to share a brief story with you. It's a story that's pretty embarrassing, and you'll see why in just a moment. Actually, part of the story is something that I haven't shared with anyone other than my closest friends prior to creating this video. Yet, sharing this quick story with you is vital to you understanding the mental shift you must make to start attracting tons of money into your business. So stay with me, deal? You see, I wasn't always a successful real estate investor and developer or any kind of an expert at attracting and raising money. This is just so you know who you're talking to. This is a picture of me, happy, taken just a few weeks ago when I was on a month-long vacation in Europe. So, and I certainly didn't always have investors emailing me daily, thanking me for my help with growing their real estate business. As late as mid-2008, I was enjoying, and I use the term enjoying pretty sarcastically here, a steady job at one of Wall Street's actually most venerable investment banks in New York. And by the way, I'm not some rich kid that ended up on Wall Street through connections or anything like that. I actually immigrated here with my family from Russia at the age of 12. We had absolutely nothing, not a penny to our name. Well, I learned English, I got into a good college, worked hard, and finally landed what I thought was a dream job. You know, on the surface, I looked like this guy. I got paid pretty well. I had a very prestigious title, even, almost right out of college. I went to expensive dinners with clients, hobnobbed with some wealthy people. However, I very quickly realized that I hated working for someone else and began dreaming of leaving and setting sail on my own, probably just like you at one point or another. And in reality, my life wasn't all that awesome or glamorous at all. I was working 80 to 100-hour weeks, sometimes 6 to 7 days a week, all to make someone else wealthy. Sound familiar? So in reality, instead of being like this guy on the left, I was like this poor sap on the right over here. Yet the pay was good, and the deals I got to work on were really interesting. So I kept saying to myself, one more year, one more big bonus, then I'll finally quit. Well, to make the long story short, in 2008, as you know, the economy crashed. And so did the company I worked for. I remember like it was yesterday, August 14th, 2008. I'll never forget this date. I was sitting at my desk on the 7th floor of our corporate offices in Manhattan, overlooking Madison Avenue. I just finished working on a huge project for my boss after having slept for 3 hours the night before. I remember being pretty proud of myself at the time. Suddenly the phone rang and I was summoned to my boss's corner office 2 floors above us. I walked into what I thought was a routine meeting for me to report on my big project. Boy, was I wrong. Instead of being commended for my hard work and dedication, I was let go. Laid off. Bad economy, unfavorable market, tougher regulations, downsizing, blah, blah, blah. Those were some of the reasons from what I remember my boss was using. After working my butt off for 6+ years, 80 to 100 hours per week, I was left on the street. No job. Career stopped in its tracks. Virtually no savings to speak of. I had to start completely over. Well, with the job prospects in New York pretty terrible given the bad economic crash, I moved back to my hometown in Virginia. Well, I was essentially broke. Being a single 20-something kid living in Manhattan, apparently saving money was not a priority for me. Go figure. So at 28 years old, I moved, you guessed it, into my parents' spare bedroom. It was almost a cliche. 28, single, broke, living with my parents. This is the embarrassing part that very few know about me, that I moved back with mommy and daddy. Imagine being a 28-year-old single guy and trying to meet women. Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm broke. I don't have a job, and I live with my parents. Want to go out? I remember thinking that just about the only good thing about this depressing situation was that I no longer needed to go to a laundromat to get my clothes clean. My mom had a very nice washing machine. So I knew that if being able to do laundry for free was the silver lining to my epic downfall, I had really hit rock bottom. One day I had a promising career, big salary, expensive apartment, in a doorman building in Manhattan, and a bright future. The next I was broke and living in Virginia with mom and dad. Not that there's anything wrong with Virginia. Things needed to change, and they needed to change quick. I desperately needed to get my life back on track. Well, I dreaded the prospect of job hunting again, or of having another job for that matter. A job that required tireless work just to make someone else rich. So instead of preparing my resume and looking for another job, I decided to give my dream of being a real estate investor a shot. I vowed that I would never put my destiny into someone else's hands ever again. No boss would ever be able to fire me as long as I live. However, there was a major roadblock to my dream. I had no money. Sound familiar? I needed to figure out how to attract capital and gain trust with private lenders quickly, even though I had no track record in real estate at all. I started reading and studying everything on real estate under the sun. 12 hours a day I consumed information, studied guru course after guru course, watched YouTube videos, talked to other investors, etc. And as luck would have it, my experience in Wall Street proved unexpectedly crucial in figuring out how to overcome this roadblock. You see, working around lots of smart and wealthy people and looking at potential investments all day long provided me with some unique insight into the process of getting people with money to open their pockets. I started looking at how all the other investors were approaching getting their deals funded. And I saw a huge flaw in their approach. Let's say you found a great deal and are speaking to a potential private lender about it. What do you say to them? What numbers, ratios, rates of return, and other data points do you show them? If you have a solid answer from here, then congratulations, you're maybe in the top 1% of all investors I've ever met. Don't have a solid answer from me here? Then don't worry, it's not really your fault. The real estate guru land is filled with glossy bird's eye view courses on investing and getting money. But I doubt anyone has taught you the vital concepts that truly count when it comes to attracting money. I hope you're really paying attention here. If you want people to trust you and give you money for your deals, you have to speak their language. You have to demonstrate full understanding of the deal and the deal-making process. This in turn builds credibility. And credibility is essential for people to trust you with their money. And this is where most investors totally fall apart. When it comes time to actually approach a potential private lender, or any lender for that matter, for money, most investors totally drop the ball. They have no idea what to say, how to explain the benefits of the deal and of working with them, or why the money partner should or lender should do business with them at all. When it comes time to ask for money, most investors do and say the absolute wrong things, especially if they're just starting out. Picture a wasted guy at a bar speaking drunken slurs to a pretty girl, saying all the wrong things. You know that guy. You've seen him in action. You can tell right away that he won't be closing the deal. Don't be that guy or girl. Here's the fundamental shift I want you to make. The only thing that a potential lender cares to hear from you about your awesome, amazing real estate deal is what's in it for me. That's it. Most investors provide too much or too little information. They either overwhelm the potential lender with irrelevant, useless info, or typically don't give them enough info to make a decision. Either way, they look like an amateur. And if this is you, think how much money you're leaving on the table and how many deals you're missing out on. Rather, if you can demonstrate that what's in it for them in a credible, clear, concise, and compelling way, you will obtain all the funding you will ever need for your deals. I hope you're really paying attention here, so if you haven't been taking notes yet, you should start. A typical private lender would want to know about your deal the following pieces of information. Purchase price, projected rehab amount if you're rehabbing a property, total loan amount desired, loan to value versus the after repair value, interest rate and points offered, projected timeline of the loan and of the deal, lender's total projected income, lender's total rate of return and their annualized rate of return, comparable sales, and then some other data points. For example, if you're doing profit splits, they typically want to see some pictures of the property, what your projected rehab budget is, etc., etc. It seems like a ton of info to figure out, doesn't it? Well, what if you could press a few buttons on your computer and not only calculate all that crucial data in seconds, but automatically create a deal funding proposal that blows the socks off any Johnny Moneybags you come across. Something like this. I will show you exactly how to do that in just a minute. Imagine having unlimited funds at your disposal that can be called on command for any deal you desire to do. Picture being able to pick up the phone and get hundreds of thousands of dollars from private lenders that respect and trust you and are eager to work with you anytime you want. Imagine the feeling of total confidence knowing you can pull the trigger on any great deal that comes along and fast. And by the way, that's how you beat your competition, especially in the competitive environment, by having money ready to go. So that brings me to my secret weapon. When I got started, I realized immediately that in order for me to actually have the kind of real estate business that would provide true financial freedom for myself, I would need to permanently solve this private money thing so that I would never miss out on a deal because of lack of financing. And in order for me to be effective in getting money for my deals, I need an easy, super simple, almost no-brainer way to showcase my deals to potential lenders, among others. I wanted to target private lenders, but I realized that this should be something that can also be used for bankers and hard money lenders if the need ever arises. So I set out to create a simple piece of software that would get the job done for me almost on autopilot. And my goal was to create a tool that required as little work as possible on my part to calculate what to offer for any deal, generate an awesome presentation for my deals that would help me secure money, give me as much deal structuring flexibility as possible to tailor my deals to the particular lenders I was working with. You remember how I said private lending is incredibly flexible? It took me an obnoxiously long time to develop and perfect this secret weapon, but once I put it to use, getting money for my deals stopped being an issue. Period. My business took off, and getting money has never been a problem since. I've done all sorts of real estate deals over the past 5 years. Wholesaling, fix and flips, buy and hold. On the rental side, I've built a $6 million plus rental portfolio with over 40% of it free and clear. And I don't live with my parents anymore. I'm currently growing my portfolio rapidly through new construction, commercial rehabs, land development. This is just a couple of projects that I've done over the last year or two, and on a couple of deals I'm currently rehabbing. Just my passive cash flow from my rentals currently is already higher than my old six-figure Wall Street salary, which gives me the freedom to live life completely on my terms. I travel out of the country for 2 to 3 months every single year. And I want that for you as well. The simple software that I created for my own business and perfected is the only push-button deal analysis and marketing program that calculates the right offer on any deal so you know that you're buying right. Lets you market your wholesale and investor deals like a pro. Helps you get deal funding from private lenders, hard money lenders. You can use this even for banks, and much, much more. Even if you've never done a deal before, you're terrible with computers, you hate number crunching, you still type on your keyboard with your one index finger. Now, let me tell you what this system is not, just so you know what you're about to experience. This is not one of those press a button on your computer and become an instant millionaire real estate investor software programs like some gurus promise. The software you're about to see in action will put your ability to value and market your deals on steroids. It will give you instant, undeniable credibility with everyone you do business with. But you still have to do the work. You have to find the deals, build relationships with lenders, etc. You've been lied to enough. It's time for a solution that delivers what it promises. This is a simple system for the thousands of investors that have been working hard to or are ready to build a real business but just haven't cracked the code yet. But it's more importantly for investors who like to work smart, not just hard. This is just a couple of comments that were left on our Facebook fan page recently. Jason Lucchese said, hands down some of the best software I've seen. Savannah said, as a professional real estate investor, I could not do my job without this program. Saves me time and allows me to quickly assess a property. It's a godsend to me. Thanks, Daniel. And Akeem said, awesome software, just raised another $200,000 with it. Margaret McKay said, Daniel, this is a fantastic tool. As new real estate investors, we needed to find a tool to simplify all the math, Your rehab valuator is perfect for the job, and you're right in saying the reports we can generate make us look so professional. Thank you. Joe said, I found Rehab Valuator must use in my day-to-day business to evaluate properties and also make presentations to investor partners, banks, and buyers and sellers. Best tool for real estate I've ever found. I've looked at a lot of software. This blows them all away. And finally, David Bird said, best evaluation software on the market, bar none. It's far superior to anything else I could have used. It allows me to analyze properties with confidence. Couldn't work without it. And they literally have a few hundred more testimonials like the ones you've just heard from clients that are absolutely crushing it with the help of the system. So are you ready for a sneak peek? So I'm going to give you just a few highlights of what the software can do. Obviously, there's a lot more bells and whistles to it, but everything that I'm showing you, do not be overwhelmed because it comes with full detailed video tutorials and support. So on the welcome screen here, there is a button that you can press, Calculate Max Offer. If you're a wholesaler or if you're a rehabber, this is an essential tool to very quickly calculating the maximum offer you can make for any deal, and this will shave hours off of your deal analysis every single week. But this is where it gets really powerful. I've entered just a couple of basic numbers about my deal here. All of the inputs are in blue, so it's very self-explanatory. And I've selected financing under financing assumptions. And this is how quickly you can generate a marketing presentation for your private lenders. You click Print Reports, and you have a menu of reports that are automatically generated for you. And you simply go here and you click Full Presentation for Private Lender and click Print Selected. And it automatically creates and formats this presentation for you. Now, this is where it gets incredibly powerful. Even if you've never done a deal before, we can very easily show you how to put this together in literally a matter of minutes. And all you need to do is go in here and just upload your own pictures. I've put in my company logo here. So this is what we have. You can either generate a one-page deal funding proposal, or you can generate a 5-page presentation. I'm going to show you the whole presentation that's, again, automatically created for you. This is the cover page, and it's got your information here about your company and your company logo and the cover picture of the property. The next page, this is your deal funding proposal. Here's what I mean. You are showing your private lender. This is the after repair value. This is what the property will be worth when the renovations are complete. My purchase price is $50,000. It's going to cost $20,000 to rehab it. Closing and holding costs that I'd like you to finance are $2,000. And then we're also going to defer interest payments until I flip this deal. So total loan amount that I'm seeking is $73,000, which is only 73% of the after repair value, etc., etc. Only the relevant information about the deal that your private lender wants to see. The deal will take 4 months to complete, and I'm offering a 6% interest rate just for example's sake. All of this is automatically generated for you. The only thing you need to do is go in here and type in a project description and any other notes you want. And look, here, projected financial results for lender. You're showing your lender exactly how much money they will earn and what their rate of return will be. Only the relevant information in a concise, professional manner. And it takes seconds to put this together. Again, type some information here, upload a couple of pictures. This is incredibly powerful because you come across as confident, experienced, knowledgeable, and you're communicating only relevant information to your lender. Then, optionally, you can include a cash flow schedule. Again, this is completely automatically generated for you. This is a cash flow schedule of the deal, how the deal will work month to month to month. Then, this is your comparable sales report. Now, the comparable sales data we don't find for you. You are responsible for finding the comparable sales and then entering them in here. But this lets you organize the comparable sales data in a very concise, professional manner. And this is a separate report that's included in your marketing presentation. Then you've got a separate page here with some additional pictures. You can put this together in a matter of seconds, and if you send this to a potential private lender, a hard money lender, we even use this to show and showcase our deals to banks. This will get you funded. All of the data that your lender wants to see is here, laid out in a clear, compelling fashion. And this is where it gets cool. You remember how I talked about deal structuring flexibility? Well, if you want, you can include some points here. You can even include a profit split. So this is what it looks like now. And again, we walk you through everything, every terminology, every input in the tutorials. But this is how your deal funding proposal looks now. You're actually saying, I'm offering 3 points, 6% interest, and then when I flip this deal, I'm also going to pay you 25% profit split. And so if you want to have private lenders chasing after you, do you think if you can deliver a 31% annualized return to somebody, they will tell all their friends about you and they will call you offering you more money? Because that's what's going to happen. You can structure your deals in any way you want, and you can make it as attractive to your private lenders as you want. It's up to you. This is really powerful stuff. Here's something else that you need to see. Over here on the reports, there is a separate set of reports that are specifically geared towards your wholesale buyers. So if you are a wholesaler and you want to sell your deal to a cash buyer, you want to show them a separate marketing sheet that has the same deal but information relevant to your wholesale buyer. So you click print report. Instead of private lender funding request, you select marketing sheet. And now you've got a one-page marketing flyer for your wholesale deal. Right? And here you're showing your wholesale buyer how much money they will make by buying and rehabbing and flipping this deal. Targeted, intelligent, professional marketing, and it's done for you. All you have to do is either print this out or convert this to a PDF document, which is incredibly simple, and email it to your buyers. So I know that it may have been a lot to take in, and you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but that's okay. Basically, this means you've got two choices on where you go from here. Choice number one is take what I've shown you here and go at it alone. And who knows, maybe you can recreate the software or some of the ninja techniques I've shown you here on your own. Of course, we both know that if you were to try to build something like this yourself, it would take you months of hard work. That's even if you're an expert software coder, which you're most likely not. Or if you were to pay someone else to create something similar from scratch, it would cost you a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000. Trust me, I've checked. Or there's choice two, the savvy choice. Why start from scratch and try to reinvent the wheel when I've done all the hard work for you already? All you have to do is take the point-and-click system I've built for getting your deals funded and let it do the work for you. Same proven system that thousands of investors like you have already used with great results. This one-of-a-kind software is called Rehab Valuator Premium, and today I'll give you an opportunity to put it to work for you with absolutely zero risk. So if you wish to blow your lenders away with your professional deal funding proposals and presentations, have the credibility of a seasoned professional even if you're brand new, never miss out on a deal again because you can't get financed. Have the flexibility to structure your deals in the exact way that appeals to every potential lender, and save ungodly amounts of time by not having to figure this all out yourself. Then I welcome you to join the community of thousands of investors, new and experienced, already using this one-of-a-kind software program. In addition to helping you fund your deals, this simple to use, and I want to stress that it's incredibly simple, and I'll show you why in a second, because we give you guidance on how to use every step of the way with the software, even if you're terrible with computers, right? But this software will also help you calculate offers on any deal in seconds. Make sure you never overpay for a deal again. Help you market your deals to wholesale and investor buyers in a way that gets deals sold. Help you manage your rehabs, put together detailed rehab budgets and scope of worksheets, and that's something I didn't have a chance to touch on in the demo, and much, much more. all without you having to mess with formulas, number crunching, calculators, your own spreadsheets, the abacus, etc., etc. Now, you may believe a software package that can do this much for you should cost an arm and a leg. And in all honesty, it probably should, considering the results it's already helped thousands of investors accomplish. Being able to have reliable, ready-to-go financing for your deals is absolutely crucial to your success in this market. There is no cheaper, more flexible, easy to qualify financing out there than private money. And this software can make all the difference between you spinning your wheels and having hundreds of thousands of dollars in private money at your disposal. It took me hundreds of hours of painstaking labor to create and perfect this program. And remember, again, if you were to hire a developer to build something like this from scratch, it would cost you thousands of dollars. Anything remotely similar and usually far inferior to this software typically sells for $200 to $1,000 or large monthly fees. But even at that price, this program would pay for itself with the first deal you do. Yet you're not just receiving the Rehab Valuator software today. I want to give you a few value-added bonuses free of charge just for watching this presentation in order to help your real estate business get even further ahead. So bonus number one that I'm going to give you free of charge is access to a 45-minute video on how to properly estimate rehab costs in under 15 minutes on any project. It was recorded by an investor that's rehabbed and flipped over 200 properties just in the last few years. If you are currently rehabbing, you want to get into rehabbing, or even if you're a wholesaler, you still need to be able to walk into a property and estimate how much repairs it needs in order to make a correct offer on the deal. This information is absolutely invaluable to you, again, whether you're wholesaling or you're buying and rehabbing deals for yourself. Bonus number two is a library of specially selected ebooks on wholesaling and finding deals through short sales, auctions, REOs. Again, whether you're wholesaling or you're buying deals for yourself, it's absolutely paramount that you find the best, cheapest deals out there. And this is education on how to do just that. Especially now we're entering a market that's getting more competitive. It's absolutely essential that you know as many methods as possible for finding great deals. These ebooks, when they sell on their own, they usually sell for $50 to $100 each. So this is conservatively a $197 value. Now I'm also going to throw in the special report called How to Hire Contractors Without Getting Ripped Off. Again, if you're rehabbing, this is really valuable information. You're also going to get immediate access to detailed video tutorials on every step of using Rehab Valuator. This is the members area. As you can see, here's the tutorials menu. We leave no stone unturned. The software is pretty intuitive, but we walk you with these videos through every step of the software so that you're never lost. You know exactly how to use it for what you need to do. I'm also going to give you hours of detailed case studies of actual deals that I have done. Again, this is the members area, and here are some of the case studies that you'll get access to. This is hours and hours of content on wholesaling, rehabbing and flipping, rehabbing and holding, structuring private money deals. This is the kind of content and education that others are charging thousands of dollars for. You're getting this for free with your software. This is just one case study on how to structure private money deals. It's been shared online over 1,000 times at this point, actually. This is over an hour of detailed information and ideas on various ways you can structure your private money deals in a way that gets lenders to chase you. This is just one of the case studies that you're getting. And of course, we're going to give you full unlimited customer support by email and by phone. I am absolutely religious about customer support and about taking great care of our clients. And I have thousands of customers that would testify to this. So you get full access to unlimited support, email and phone, anytime you need us. And this is very cool. We're going to give you future upgrades to the software at absolutely no charge. Everybody else, when they release a new version of the software, they charge $50 to $100 for an update for you to get the newest version. We don't do that. we provide these updates and improvements to our clients at no charge. So now you can see the value of everything you're about to get and how much it can help you. If you bought the Rehab Valuator Premium software and all of just the bonuses separately, your total investment would be over $500. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way in just a few moments, so keep watching as it won't last much longer. Of course, you could just continue on the path you're on right now and continue to struggle to piece together this whole real estate investing thing and watch other investors that are no smarter than you make all the money. We both know that the real money in real estate is made by investors who work smart and who can appear fully credible in front of buyers, partners, lenders, and anyone else they do business with. Credibility equals profits. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I want to make this as affordable as possible for investors who want to create a better life for themselves and their families. And I want you to join our community of educated and smart investors, investors that approach real estate investing intelligently. And I don't want finances to stop anyone. So today you will not be paying the full retail price of the software and all of the bonuses. Your investment today will not be $538, which is what you would be paying for everything separately on a normal day. Not even close. Not even half that. Not even $197. For a very limited time, while this presentation is on, I'm slashing the price on the software, the bonuses, the unlimited future upgrades, and full support tutorials and case studies to just one payment of $97. There's nothing more to pay ever, no monthly charges. That's it. You pay $97 and all of this is yours. And the cool thing is you don't have to decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional 100% money back guarantee. You've got 30 days, no questions asked, to get a refund if you're not 100% satisfied. So you can take this home, test drive it, see what it can do for your business. Below this video, there's an orange Add to Cart button. Click that Add to Cart button right now and complete your order, and you will get a permanent license to the software and all of the bonuses and everything else that I mentioned for just $97. Here's what's going to happen the moment you click the Add to Cart button below this video. First, you're going to be taken to our 100% secure checkout page. This is what the checkout page looks like. You simply enter your name and credit card information here, and then there's two things I want to direct your attention to at the bottom. The first, with this red dotted outline, is a box that gives you an opportunity while you're filling out this order form to get additional licenses for anybody in your office or anybody in your household at an even more discounted price. Because you're already buying the first single user license for $97, while you're on this page, you can buy additional licenses for other people in your office, for other users at a discounted price. So you simply click this drop down menu and select how many additional licenses you need. And if you don't need additional licenses, you just want the software and the bonuses for yourself, just leave this at 0. And once you filled out all the information, click Place Order here. And just make sure you're filling out the right billing address for your credit card. That's a mistake that we often see people make. And that's it. You click Place Order. And as soon as you click the green Place Order button, you're going to get immediate access to everything right away. You're going to get the Rehab Valuator Premium software that's easily valued at $197. Tutorials and case studies, unlimited support, future upgrades for which we're waiving the fee, and all of the bonuses. Video and estimating repairs, library of ebooks and sourcing deals, special report on hiring contractors, total real world value conservatively over $1,400. And you pay $97. It's a one-time fee, but the price is going up very, very soon. So take action while you're here today. And again, of course, you're getting unconditional, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee for 30 days. So you've got absolutely nothing to risk. And so you'll join countless other investors who have changed their businesses with our help. Here's a couple of other ones. Steve Stevens says, I gotta tell you, I bought the software 1 year ago and allowed me to do 12 houses so far. It really is a must-have tool. if you're going to be in this business. $97 turned me into a $58,000 first year wholesaler. Um, Unbelievable. Thank you, Daniel. Don't think about whether you should buy this or not. Buy it. Dozell Warner said, my completely honest opinion of Rehab Valuator, most professional, easy to use, effective real estate software on the market. Price is crazy low for the premium version. Any other so-called guru would be charging $1,500 to $3,000 with a monthly maintenance fee of $97. I'm just happy I purchased this system before Daniel wakes up and charges what this software is really worth. And finally, Tim Rogers said, I closed 3 wholesale deals using Rehab Valuator last year. The investors were impressed with the marketing package I put together. Rehab Valuator has separated me from the rest of the wholesalers in my market. I pick up more buyers due to the software, etc., etc. So if you've been looking for that edge that finally lets you take your real estate business to the level that you truly deserve, then this is that edge. Instead of spinning your wheels and doing the same things that you've always done with little success, you can get immediate access to a proven, tested system that gets results already for thousands of users. Plus, if you act now before this presentation ends, I'm going to toss in an additional bonus that goes hand in hand with the software and your real estate business. I'm going to give you a set of private lending and wholesaling legal contracts conservatively valued at $497. And I say conservatively because if you were to go to a lawyer and have him draft these documents from scratch, it would cost you thousands of dollars. I'm going to include purchase agreements, assignment of contracts, private lending agreements, deeds of trust. There's a lot of contracts in this package that I'm going to give you, but only if you take action before this presentation ends. So go ahead and click the Add to Cart orange button right below this video. Fill out your information. Again, you're going to be taken to our 100% secure checkout page. Enter your information here, select how many additional user licenses you need, and click Place Order. And as soon as you click the green Place Order button, you're going to be getting everything included here, an additional bonus, set of legal contracts, total real world value at this point with the legal contracts well over $1,900. All you're paying is $97. Before this presentation ends, complete your order and all of this is yours, and you can get access to everything immediately. You've got absolutely nothing to risk by trying this powerful yet easy to use software. Give it a shot and see just how great of an impact it, along with our video tutorials, case studies, and all the fast action bonuses can have on your business. You know, if you've been frustrated by your lack of success in this real estate game, or just been overwhelmed by all the information out there, we can help. Not sure what to offer for properties you've looked at without getting burned or overpaying? This is the Max Offer Calculator, and it's going to take care of that for you in seconds. Struggling to get your deal sold to other investors? Want to get into wholesaling? Point and click Killer Deal Marketing Flyers in seconds. Struggling to get funding for your deals? Point and click Deal Funding Proposals, again, you can put together in a matter of minutes. Even if you have no computer knowledge whatsoever, these get you funded. Not sure where to find great deals in today's market? As soon as you complete your order, you get immediate access to everything online. So you can go ahead and download bonus number 2, which is the library of ebooks and sourcing deals, and start going through them. So go ahead, click the Add to Cart button right below this video, complete your order, and once you complete the checkout process, you're going to get immediate access. There's no waiting for anything in the mail. It's all delivered to you. We're going to send you an email with a download link for the bonuses. We're going to send you a separate email with a download link for the software. You can access it today, or you can access it a week from now. It's totally up to you. But you're going to get the software, all the fast action bonuses, video tutorials, case studies, and all of our other online content accessible to you whenever you want, whether you want it today or you want to come back to it in a few days. Completely up to you, but you get access to everything right away. And remember, you're just a mouse click or a phone call away from our customer support team. Alright, if you're still watching, then I bet you have some questions. So let's go through some frequently asked questions that people have Sometimes they call our office before placing an order. These are the most frequently asked questions. Number one, this seems like great software, but is it hard to use if I'm not very computer literate? Well, again, if you can move a mouse and type on your keyboard, you can use this software. We've literally made it so that a 5-year-old can analyze and market deals with this tool. You get detailed video tutorials on every step of the way, detailed case studies. You get a very responsive customer support should you need it. Literally, we take amazing pride in taking great care of our customers. It's something that I'm very, very adamant about. Question number two, what if I have trouble downloading the program after I place the order? Well, again, if you run into any issues, you can either email our support department directly, and here's the email address, support@rehabvalidator.com, or if it's during normal business hours, and we keep some pretty long hours, you can call our office at 804-445-2700, and I have a full-time customer support team that will help you with whatever you need. And question number three, does anything get mailed to me when I place the order? The answer is no. You get immediate access to the software, the tutorials, the online training, case studies, and all of the bonuses, and everything is delivered digitally. That way there's no waiting for anything in the mail. You can get access to everything right away and put it to work in your business. So go ahead and click the orange Add to Cart button below this video, complete your order, and get started using this software to improve and grow your business right away.